The fact is that, actually, when they say that the earth is billions of years old, or something like that, this is nonsense. Why? The stars would be everywhere. If there were no end and edge, then wherever you point, there would be a star everywhere. But today when we look at the sky, there is not a star everywhere, there are dark places. At the end of the last century, two evolutionary scientists began to measure the background. Because there is always a background when something happens. For example, light background. And when they began to define and explore such a phenomenon as a background, this residual effect, it turned out that wherever they measured the background, it was the same everywhere. Wherever they point, everything is the same everywhere. What does it mean? By this they prove the Bible again. First, wherever you point, there is not a star in every place. It means that there are limitations. There is the third heaven behind the universe. Do you understand? As the Bible says. The next thing is background. As they say, there was a Big Bang. If there was a Big Bang, it would all fly apart. Imagine, everything flew apart, and how much time it would take for it all to reach one, another and the third direction. Now they see the universe, which is 100 billion light years. But matter cannot move at a speed of 300,000 kilometers per second. And that's why they fabricate all these ideas, that matter moved like this or like that. And if there really was this explosion, then everywhere the background would be completely different. In different places of the universe, it would be completely different. But it's the same everywhere. Why? Because God said, "Let there be." And the stars appeared. Let there be lights. That is, God created everything at once and immediately created everything ready. And therefore, when the background is measured, it is the same everywhere. And how can this be? If only everything was created at once, at one time. The universe isn't endless. After all, then the stars would be countless and the night sky would shine with solid starlight without dark spots. Everywhere you look, there would be a star, since light conquers darkness in any case. But we see that the stars aren't everywhere. The night sky is dark, and the stars don't occupy all space, which means that the universe isn't infinite, and the material world has its own edge, beyond which eternity begins. The size of the universe is 100 billion light years. That is why its age cannot be 14 billion years, because then stars and galaxies, according to the Big Bang Theory, in order to reach the edge of the universe, must cover the distance of 100 billion light years in just 14 billion years. And this is impossible. Matter would have to move many times faster than the speed of light, but this is unrealistic. Matter will decay to photons at such speeds. Therefore, there was simply no Big Bang. The universe is only 6,000 years old, as the Bible says. God spread the matter and placed planets, stars, galaxies on it. Everything is in its place and has finished appearance.